Across Central Oregon, we are wrapping up this work week with a break between systems. Hey everyone, I'm Darrell Winninger, meteorologist at Central Oregon Daily News, and across the high desert today, we've had this break between systems. That means in and out cloud cover. It was pretty mild through Central Oregon. In the next couple of days, we're going to see another shift in the weather pattern. Our next active pattern starts up, and what this means is back-to-back-to-back systems will be moving through the Pacific Northwest, each bringing its own set of changes, each bringing another chance of precipitation, and each one dropping those snow levels and temperatures. So as we're wrapping up this first Friday of 2026, we look outside, we see a whole lot of cloud cover, but what we haven't had is much in the way of precipitation. So our roads are dry. We've actually had a little bit of melting where there has been some snow on the side of the roads, even in our highest elevations, and outside of that, a few sprinkles at best. So when we look at Santiam Pass, we can see that melting snow on the side of the road, as well as the Cinder, as well as Willamette, Century Drive, and Government Camp. Each one of these locations has temperatures today that have been above freezing, and there have been some periods of sunshine. Now, there have already been some sprinkles starting to roll through, but even with that, roads are still mostly dry. You might notice it on your windshield a little bit, but that's about it. And this is the beginning of that next front that's moving into the Pacific Northwest. So through the day, we've been in the warm sector of a system. The warm front moving well to our north, the cold front still offshore, and that means the southerly winds are pulling moisture into our region, and some of these sprinkles are about to start making it to the ground. In fact, tonight, as this cold front makes landfall and moves inland, we're expecting more precipitation. Now, we still have one more round of mild temperatures before we really get chilly and start to see a whole lot of changes with that weather pattern. But also notice that when it comes to the infrared satellite imagery that has the enhancement, there are some tall clouds over Central Oregon, and with that, we're noticing that those isobars, the equal lines of pressure, those white lines, are starting to stack up pretty tightly. We call that a steep gradient, and that is indicative of wind speeds picking up. So through tonight, we're expecting winds to be breezy for many of us. By tomorrow, it's just going to be gusty, and it stays gusty through this weekend. With those tall clouds, there's abundant moisture in there, and that's the rain that we're going to start to see later on this evening. So through the overnight hours, some scattered showers are expected by Saturday at 7 a.m. A little bit of snow in the Cascades and those strong winds out of the south. Winds stay gusty through the day with off and on showers all the way through this weekend. It's going to be rain and snow showers with falling snow levels. But the good news is that until we get to Sunday night, we're not looking at too much in the way of snow in our lower elevations. So by 11 o'clock, starting to see some of those showers really work their way through the high desert. By 7 a.m. Saturday, areas of patchy ice on the road, especially in Klamath County on the eastern slopes of the Cascades. Some of the east slopes of the Cascades for us right here in Central Oregon could have some patchy ice, but mostly it's to our south. Now, when it comes to humidity, we're moderate to high when it comes to those values. And temperatures today, look at this, topped out in the 50s and 40s across Central Oregon. Now, currently, we still have some 50s on the map. It is still mild, and temperatures are running between 3 and 19 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago. But tonight, it gets chilly. Temperatures get down to near and just above freezing. And then by tomorrow, we're back into the 50s briefly. So 40s and 50s before we really get into this active pattern. So here's how it plays out. By Saturday, the main cold front still offshore. Above normal temperatures are expected, highs in the 50s and 40s with off and on showers in the planner. And then by Sunday, still in that active weather pattern, one more system is setting up offshore. That's the one that lowers our snow levels enough that we're expecting some snow totals in our lower elevations. So between now and Monday at 11 p.m., we're all getting wet. A little bit of, quite a bit of snow in the mountains, but a little bit of snow in our lowest elevations. And so how this really shapes up is Saturday and Sunday, mostly a wintry mix. Sunday night going into Monday, snow showers. And then again, next week, more snow showers are expected. So let's time it out. There is a system just offshore. Those scattered showers are expected tonight with periods of clearing. By tomorrow, rain and snow showers, gusty winds, periods of clearing still expected, and it's Sunday night. That's when that next cold front drops our snow levels enough that we'll start to see some light totals in our lower elevations. Then by Tuesday and Wednesday, we repeat that pattern, but our snow levels will already be low enough. So ultimately, between now and Tuesday at noon, most of us just getting wet, a little bit of snow in our lower elevations, but we'll be going back and forth so much this weekend from rain to snow. We're not looking at too much in the way of totals. Let's switch over to a different forecast model, and one that actually goes out quite a bit. So by 7 a.m. Saturday, showers already pushing through. Then fast forward through this weekend. Freeze frame at 5 p.m. on Sunday, and we've only got a few spots that even have a light total, and at this point it doesn't look like it's even going to be measurable. And then through Sunday night going through Monday, some light totals across Central Oregon, but then that Tuesday Wednesday system, that's the one that brings even more snow to parts of Central Oregon. We're talking, yes, the lower elevation. So ultimately, as we go forward, we are looking at getting wet, getting a little bit of snow, and winds today have been breezy for many of us. Just look at those gusts. Gusts are between really 4 and 17 miles per hour. Some spots a little bit higher than that, and just about 2 to 12 miles per hour. And at times, it's been 5 to 15 with gusts up to 20, and that's exactly what the forecast was calling for. Tonight, though, we are expecting winds to mostly stay at a light breeze, still 5 to 15 miles per hour. Saturday, it gets gusty, especially through the afternoon and evening hours. By Sunday, still gusty at times, but wind speeds start to taper off as that last system begins to roll in Sunday night, with the one that's really bringing our snow levels down. That's when winds are going to be tapering. So for tonight, expect 30s with a few spots that could reach down to near freezing. By tomorrow, 40s and 50s expected for this first weekend of 2026. And a quick look at that 7-day planner shows winds are going to be gusty Saturday and Sunday, even Saturday night. Mostly rain and snow showers, a wintry mix. Some snow in the highest elevations, a few light totals in the lower elevations by Monday afternoon. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's the next system that's actually going to bring some accumulating snow to the high desert with temperatures to match it as well. So a quick look at your headlines for this Friday, January the 2nd. An active weather pattern is on the way with weekend mountain snow expected. A few locations could get up to a foot, and then more snow is even in our lower elevations are on the way. So stronger winds and slick roads are expected, and as of right now, there are some showers showing up on radar. That's the latest in weather. Join us tonight on Central Oregon Daily News. While the latest headlines and your most reliable forecast, it's at 5 and 11 on ABC and at 6, 7, and 11 on CBS. Join us for Central Oregon Daily News.